All right, y'all. I'm gonna make a real quick tutorial on how to install SRTE onto your computer. It's gonna be real sweet, real short, real to the point. This is only going to apply to people who are using Windows. So, if you've never used Writer's Dolphin before, or the Patcher, if you're new to this, you focus on the very first link that's in our links and downloads tab, right? It's for new users, as it says. Click here, you click that link and it brings you to this page here, right? What you focus on is the Writer's Dolphin link that's right here in the assets tab. You don't focus on any of these source codes, just this. Download that, you extract it, and then you'll have the build and the patcher ready to go. Do note, there's a big note here that says you need a specific runtime in order for the patcher to run properly. Clicking on this link will bring you to like a page with a whole bunch of different runtimes. So long as you have one that says 7.0, it should work. But if you're still confused on which one to get, don't worry about it, I got you. So if you go back to the server and go to tech support, you'll see in the pinned messages, you'll see that the 7.0 runtime that does work is pinned right here, right? You read it, it says you need it in order for the patcher to run properly. If you don't have it, then the patcher will just open and close immediately after, or it just won't complete the patch. So install this. You may need to restart your computer in order for it to like start working. I'm not too sure. You may need to. If not, then you don't. Either way, for those of you that do have Writer's Dolphin but have had a previous version of our patcher, then what you focus on is the standalone patcher. This is the patcher by itself, not the Dolphin build, just the patcher itself. Click this link, it brings you to this page, right? You still need that same runtime, but you download this. This is the patcher by itself. What you do with it is you take it and you replace the patcher that is already in your Writer's Dolphin with this one, right? So you just delete that old one, you put this new one there. Once you have all of that, you should have this whole setup. Cool. Now you need one more thing. You need the vanilla version of the game. The vanilla GameCube version of the game. You go into your games folder. You have to put that vanilla ROM of the game here in this folder. Right? Don't worry about this. Right? So, once you have it, it should be here, named exactly like this. Again, it needs to be the USA version of the game. Not the European version, not the Japanese version. The USA version of the game. It also needs to be the GameCube version of the game. Now, it has to be this exact same file size too. If it's too large or too little, then it will not work. You need to go look for another one. Now, one more thing that's very important. It has to be in one of 3 file types, as you can see, like the type of file. It needs to be one of 3 types. It needs to be an .iso file, an nkit.iso file, or an rvz file. Any of these 3 formats will work with the patcher because the patcher will just automatically convert it to the file type that's needed to work. Don't worry about it, the patcher will take care of it. If you have a CISO file, then it will not work. You need to go find one that is one of those 3 formats that I named. Now that you have your vanilla version of the game, now that you have the runtime, now that you have the patcher folder and the Dolphin build itself, now you can start patching the game. Go into your patcher folder and you'll see a window. You see like a file here that says main. This is the patcher itself. Once you do with it, all you do is just open it. Then it'll open up a command prompt. Okay. So once it starts, let it do its thing. You don't do anything else. let it do its thing. You don't touch it. You don't close this window. As you can see right there, it says do not close this window unless you're told to. What it is doing is that it is looking for the latest version of the game that we've uploaded to our online server. Once it finds it, it's going to try to patch that vanilla ISO into the latest version of the game, like you see right here, right? I already have the files that's needed, so what I have might look a little different than what's on your screen, but it's doing the same thing. Believe me. So a little bit later, it's going to prompt you right here to type either Y or N because it needs to download some patch files, right? All you do, press Y, hit enter, and then it's going to continue the patch. Let it do its thing. How fast or slow that this works depends purely on your internet speed. Have good internet, it's not going to take long. If you have slow internet, it's going to take longer, right? It usually takes me about like 30, 40 seconds for this to work. Probably shorter than that. So yeah, let it do its thing. It's patching it. It even tells you where it's going to put the game at, right? Once it's done. So let it get to 100%. It's done patching. It even tells you right here, new ROM has been saved to your place your vanilla writers ISO here folder, right? That same folder you put your vanilla game at. So once it's done, you can close the window. You can go back to Writers Dolphin, go to your games folder, your vanilla ISO folder, and then boom, it's right here. This is where your patched copy will be. Now, what do you do when we release a new patch? Well, all you do is you keep this vanilla ISO here. You keep this here. You don't get rid of it. You don't put it somewhere else. Leave it here forever, right? Don't worry about it, right? Don't worry about it. You're going to need this every time a new patch releases and you're trying to update your game. All you do is just run the patcher again. That's it. Because like I said, it's an online server. So whatever current build that we upload to that server, once you run the patcher, is going to patch that vanilla copy into the latest build. So we're on version 2.4.5 as of the making of this video. Once we release 2.5 and 2.6 or whatever, all you got to do is just run the patcher, and then it'll make a new copy that is 2.5, that's 2.6, that's whatever. And that's it. All you got to do. Simple as that. You may need a couple things, but that's it. Very simple. Once you have everything that you need.